Hello, good morning friends. So today we will be learn about Silver Bell School Jagana branch CBSE school में आप सबका स्वागत है. I am very warmly welcome to you. So already we started biology subject. In that we already started chapter number 14 ecosystem. In that today we are learn about the lecture number 14.3 where we are understand about the energy flow and other aspects of ecosystem. So let's we understand first that what is called the energy flow. So normally all the plants and animals, which form we are getting the energy, we are getting energy, or any plant can be first absorb the light. This light nothing but first in terms of photo light, or in the main source of light are nothing but sun. So it's a electromagnetic waves. This light can be absorbed by this light can be absorbed by nothing but plants, and this absorbed light can be converted into power. What is called the power? पावर किसको कहेंगे? फोटोसिंथेटिकली nothing but active radiation. What is called the photosynthetically active radiation? The radiation which is nothing but the plant can be utilized for their photosynthesis. So this is called PAR, or photosynthetically active radiation. So this is available for each and every producers, or that active radiation can be utilized by plants for photosynthesis. And by the photosynthesis, the plant we can say the first tropic level and at the base, or in first tropic level, they called producers. So let's we understand about that. तो भाई जो भी लाइट होती है फोटोसिंथेटिकली, जो एक्टिव रेडिएशन है, that can be absorbed by the nothing but what plants, and by the photosynthesis they forming the starch or the carbohydrates which are already used which can be used by the other tropic levels like the consumers. Okay, so this photoactive radiation, how much radiation total on the earth? There are 100% of radiation into electromagnetic waves that can be absorbed or utilized by the plant, only 5 to 7%, and rest of again reach into atmosphere. Okay, so let's we understand whatever the producer can be produced energy, that we include, that is 100%. So let's we understand about energy flow. What we call the energy flow first. Let's we want to be understand about energy flow. So in energy flow, we can say in energy flow, we can say what will be happen. So I will make you understand. So according to thermodynamic law, we already know the first and second thermodynamic law. According to that, we can say the energy neither be created nor destroyed. It can transfer from one into another form, and the energy, the amount of energy on the earth, the amount of energy remain constant on the is proportion. तो कि energy neither to be created not to be destroyed, but it can be changed one form to another form. तो here the light, तो light कौन सी energy है? तो light is a photo energy. This photo energy will be converted by a process of photosynthesis. By a photosynthesis, it is converted, the producers convert into chemical energy. This is called chemical energy. मतलब कि जो light energy है, because in energy flow no any organism can utilize directly light energy. Light energy only utilized by the producers, by the photosynthesis, for the process of photosynthesis, and it is converted into chemical energy. कोई भी ऑर्गेनिज्म इस पृथ्वी पर अभी अवेलेबल नहीं है जो लाइट सीधी ले सके. तो एनर्जी जो भी फॉर्म में ट्रांसफर होगी वो कौन सा फॉर्म होगा? दैट यू हैव टू कीप इन योर माइंड, दैट इज केमिकल एनर्जी. सो ईच एंड एवरी एनर्जी फ्लो क्या होता है? व्हाट इज वी कॉल द एनर्जी फ्लो? एनर्जी फ्लो इज नथिंग बट the transfer of energy from so we can say what is called the energy flow. एनर्जी फ्लो को हम क्या कह सकते हैं कि भी जो प्रोड्यूसर प्रोड्यूस करते हैं 100% ऑफ एनर्जी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ केमिकल एनर्जी. सो दिस एनर्जी कैन बी ट्रांसफॉर्म फ्रॉम ईच ट्रॉपिकल लेवल. दिस इज कॉल्ड लेवल 1 प्रोड्यूसर, एंड फ्रॉम दैट इट ट्रांसफर टू द लेवल 2, लेवल 3rd ट्रॉपिकल लेवल, लेवल 4 tropical level. So energy in the form of chemical, first of all transfer from producer to tropical levels, each tropical levels. So this is called energy flow. Energy flow क्या होता है कि भी जो एनर्जी है वो एक से दूसरे ट्रॉपिक लेवल में ट्रांसफर होती है, तो इसे क्या कहते हैं? एनर्जी फ्लो कहा जाता है. तो मेनली 100% ऑफ एनर्जी कैन बी प्रोड्यूस्ड. इट कैन बी लॉस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ हीट एंड रेस्पिरेशन. For example, 100% of energy can be produced by a producer, so only 10% can be getting by primary consumers. Which are the primary consumers? Normally herbivores. तो प्राइमरी कंज्यूमर कौन होता है? हर्बीवोर्स होते हैं. तो कि जो 100% एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस की है जिसमें 90% जो लॉस है वो हीट एंड रेस्पिरेशन में हो जाएगा. Only 10% energy can be moved to the primary consumers or herbivores. That from 10% to only 1% can be moved for the further secondary, and among that the 90% of energy can be lost in the form of heat and respiration. Exhalation, respiration and heat. then from 1% to the next trophic level only get by the 0.1%. Is it so? So the energy from each trophic level it decreases, only they get 10% of from previous source. That you have to keep in mind. That doesn't mean that the energy can be destroyed. Energy can be moved or transferred into atmosphere in the form of heat or in the form of respiration. That you all have to keep in your mind. So what is energy flow? The energy in the form of chemical energy, you understand. एनर्जी कभी भी लाइट के थ्रू सीधी ट्रांसफर नहीं हो सकती है, ऑन अर्थ केमिकल फॉर्म में ट्रांसफर होती है, एंड दैट केमिकली ट्रांसफर फ्रॉम प्रोड्यूसर टू द प्राइमरी कंज्यूमर्स herbivores, then secondary consumers मतलब primary carnivores, then tertiary consumers means next carnivores, and is it so? And finally it is goes up to decomposers. But the energy level in each trophic level gradually increase, क्योंकि जो 100% एनर्जी है उसका मतलब ओनली यूटिलाइज कितना कर सकते हैं 10%, बाकी सारी एनर्जी क्या हो जाएगी 90% लॉस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ हीट. Okay, then from 10% to 1%, here also 95% is loss in the form of the heat and respiration. Here also same way 0.1 and next 0.01. कि जैसे हर एक टॉपिक लेवल में चलते जाएंगे वैसे एनर्जी क्या होती जाएगी, ग्रेजुअली 1 by 1 इट एनर्जी कैन बी डिक्रीजेड. तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट एनर्जी फ्लो. Do you understand or not? Okay, you can repeat once again. You can be easily understand about the energy flow. So this is all about energy flow. Now next we will be move to the food chain and food web. So this energy each and every organism is getting by nothing but food chain and food web. So let's we understand about the food chain and food webs. Okay, so here the diagrammatical examples in table number 14.2 it is given. You can go through that. In that the primary producers, then energy flow is goes from the primary consumers, the second trophic level, the first trophic level always been what, trophic level 1 is plant, trophic level 2 is herbivores, trophic level 3 is consumers, and trophic level 4 is nothing but we can say the top carnivores, or fourth trophic level we can say, or tertiary consumers. Okay, तो इसमें एग्जांपल दिए the phytoplanktons, grass, algae, fungi and plant that comes in a producers. Second आएगा herbivores. Third आएगा nothing but what, it is written over that the zooplankton, grasshopper and cow, that is called the primary. Secondary bird and fishes, and third one is man and lion to be come into their consideration. So each and every where you can be find that. Okay, so now let's we talk about energy can be transferred not only in the form of we can say chemical energy. So what is the chemical over here? So here the chemical is nothing but the energy flow in terms of it transfer. किस तरह से ट्रांसफर होता है, तो कि भाई केमिकली क्या होता है, तो केमिकली let's I will explain to you. The chemically the energy flow can be occurs by chemically. And what is chemically? The chemically it's nothing but in terms of it is food. ओके, तो किस फॉर्म में जाता है, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ फूड. सो लेट्स वी अंडरस्टैंड हाउ डज इट कैन बी ट्रांसफर फ्रॉम वन टॉपिक लेवल टू अनदर टॉपिक लेवल. सो दिस कैन बी अंडरस्टैंड इजीली बाय अ फूड चेन. ओके, सो लेट्स वी टॉक अबाउट फर्स्ट फूड चेन. व्हाट इज अ फूड चेन? द ईच एंड एवरी ऑर्गेनिज्म, each and every organism interdepended for food, and that could be represented by food chain. ये किसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? These could be represented by the food chain. So let's we understand they are interdependent and forming one chain of food. Interdependence. So that called the food chain. Let's we understand about the food chain. So majorly we are taking the two type of food chain. There are the many food chain we can be understand, but for understand we are first take the example like the simpler food chain is grazing food chain. That short form should be right in the form of grazing food chain, GFC. So let's we understand about that what is a grazing food chain is a common example of that. The first of all the grass, that is nothing but the grass is nothing but the first of all grass. तो producers, तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहां पर प्रोड्यूसर कौन होगा? ऑब्वियसली ग्रेजिंग फूड चेन है तो क्या आएगा? ग्रास. तो ये ग्रास कौन खाता है? तो इन दैट द नेक्स्ट विल बी नथिंग बट व्हाट विल बिकम्स द कंज्यूमर. तो विच आर द कंज्यूमर ओवर देयर? तो यहां पे जो प्राइमरी कंज्यूमर कौन होता है? तो एग्जाम्पल क्या आएगा? रैबिट, रैट. And rabbit and rat then be that called primary consumer. Now that moves to the secondary consumer. तो secondary consumer में यहाँ पे बड़े एनिमल ना ले तो क्या आएगा? Snake also. Okay, and finally that can be decomposers. So grazing food chain is start from the grass and end by a decomposers. End by a decomposers. So this is the common grazing food chain. Now let's we talk about another example that is called the detritus food chain. The detritus food chain, that is called DFC. It is starts from dead organic matter and it end by a decomposers. So this is the basic examples of two different food chains. Number one, it is the general food chain is a grazing food chain GFC, while DFC the detritus food chain. दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है? ये ग्रास से स्टार्ट होती है, प्राइमरी कंज्यूमर रैबिट, रेट से, फिर सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर स्नेक एंड फाइनली डीकंपोजर्स. तो वहां पे ये खत्म हो जाती है. बट व्हाइल वी आर टॉक अबाउट डेट्रिटस फूड चेन, इट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम डेड और डिकेइंग ऑर्गेनिक मटेरियल एंड इट डायरेक्टली कंप्लीट इनटू टू स्टेप डायरेक्टली डीकंपोजर्स. क्योंकि जो डेड डिकेइंग ऑर्गेनिक मैटर है और डेड बॉडीज है वहां से स्टार्ट होती है, क्योंकि उनका सोर्स ही वही है, और उसको डीकंपोज कर देते हैं इन द फॉर्म ऑफ इनऑर्गेनिक सॉल्ट्स बाय अ डीकंपोजर. सो वेयर इट इज ओवर. सो दैट यू ऑल कीप इन योर माइंड. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट फूड चेन. बट डू यू नो, नॉट ओनली फूड चेन कैन बी एक्सप्लेन each and every perspectives. So other perspectives we can understand by another aspect that is called food web. तो सारी फूड चेन तो ऐसी होती नहीं है कि जिसमें इंटरडिपेंडेंट भी हो जाती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि भाई रैबिट और रेड खाएगा, ठीक है, रेड भी खा सकता है ग्रास को, रैबिट भी खा सकता है. ओके, रैबिट के अलावा देयर आर द मेनी ऑर्गेनिजम्स, डियर ऑल्सो कैन बी इट. दैट डिपेंड्स. नॉट ओनली स्नेक कैन बी इट द रैबिट एंड रेड. There are other animals also to be kills the rabbit and rat, okay, and eaten. That not means the snake is also the last one. कि snake और कौन खाएगा? तो we can say the mongoose को भी खा सकता है उसको. Okay, इसको आगे बढ़ाया जा सकता है. मैंने अभी सेकेंडरी कार्निवोर कंज्यूमर तक ही रखा है. It goes up to tertiary consumer and finally tertiary, then quaternary also, and finally it is complete into decomposers. Okay, but that not means the snake can also eat by the eagle. Okay, it also eat by other animals also. That depends. मंगूस उसको खा सकता है, ईगल खा सकता है. तो एक ही फूड चेन में सारी फूड इंटरडिपेंडेंस वी कैन नॉट एक्सप्लेन इन दैट. So for that explanation we need a broader perspective. That broader perspective we can be achieved by nothing but the concept of food web. So let's we understand about food web in a context. So what is food web? So in short we can say, इसमें क्या कह सकते हैं, तो फूड वेब क्या होता है? व्हाट इज फूड वेब? तो ऐसा समझ लो कि एक फूड चेन नहीं है, लेकिन इंटरडिपेंडेंट सारी फूड चेन एक कोई चीज में एक्सप्लेन करें हम, तो उसको क्या कहा जाता है? फूड वेब कहा जाता है. मतलब नेट लाइक थिंग्स, कि भाई इंटरकनेक्टेड फूड चेन सीधी जाती है, बट दिस इज इंटरकनेक्टेड, so that is called the food web. So let's we understand about food web. Food web is nothing but not single food chain explain about next, not single food chain explain about nothing but what? Interdependence or interrelated organisms. So what is a food web? In food web is a representation of interrelated food chains in a broad perspectively. So let's we understand about the food web. तो फिर फूड वेब को कैसे हम अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हैं? तो फूड वेब अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए लेट्स आई विल गिव the one another thing. For example, producer, the producer are plants, or we can say plants are the producers. So I am talking about the first eater is rabbit, okay, same eaten by rat, same eaten by deer, okay. Here I am taking about snake. It could be, okay, the snake can eat that one, that, okay. So after the snake, the tertiary we can say the leopard, okay. The snake can be eaten by the eagle, and it can be also decomposers at the end, okay. So leopard can be directly eat the deer. So there is a too many food webs which are in there are too many food chains, they are interrelated, that together we can put under a single perspective of, or to be made of that net. So this is called food web. So that you have to all keep in your mind. So this is the exact explanation about energy flow. Then after the how does each topic level can be included or to be synchronized or interrelated with the food web, that could be understood by that concepts. Okay. So let's in the next you will be while you are moving. So here there is written the each topic level material is particularly called as a standing crop. ये standing crop क्या होता है? कोई भी मटेरियल है जो पड़ा हुआ है तो उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? दिस इज कॉल्ड द स्टैंडिंग क्रॉप. फॉर एग्जाम्पल रैबिट है, वो जिंदा है तो आगे किसके लिए अवेलेबल है? ये प्राइमरी कंज्यूमर है ना, सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर के लिए अवेलेबल है. सो रैबिट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड द स्टैंडिंग क्रॉप. प्रोड्यूसर है, दिस अवेलेबल फॉर रैट, रैबिट एंड डियर, दैट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड स्टैंडिंग क्रॉप. सो यू गो थ्रू दिस टर्मिनोलॉजीज. ओके, सो मैंने वो एक्सप्लेन तो आपको कर लिया. दिस इज ऑल अबाउट फूड चेन, फूड वेब. एंड दिस डायग्राम नंबर 14.3 you can be observe in your textbook and read carefully. So next onward we will be start with the ecological pyramids, and then after we move to the next topics. Okay, so thank you all of you.